It's 10 minutes to 5 a.m, folks. When you look carefully into the shot, the stars are still out here. Two here. One there. And look at this. Right above the rooftops, folks. Right above my property. A blighted, shited out moon in the distance there behind me. Just take a look at this. Look at this lot, folks. How can I not be angry about that warning sign? An obvious warning sign that people refuse to recognise, folks. Right, so I've lost the dog. Oh, he's over there. Just fucking crazy, folks. The moon up in the shot. And the other thing here is just a street light. But again, even above the moon, you can see these lines, these dispersions, folks. Carefully into the shot, you see this faded one here. The X marks the spot one there, folks. Right, come on, we'll go that way then. You see it's still dark out. The sun's not yet up, folks. And again, I'm mortified. After all these years, folks, I'm still mortified. The video I did yesterday, folks, it showed all those videos that we worked tirelessly on. And all those books, that we worked tirelessly on. You know, you have to remember, you know, as impressive as it may look, it cost nothing to do. It cost, fair enough, thousands of hours over that 18-month, 2-year period to get those books catalogued and published, folks. But it didn't cost anything. It had to be done, those books. And we did them all. From a broken laptop, sat on the couch, folks. No office, no budget, no nothing. Yeah, so it just shows you, folks, what can be achieved. You know, if we all just say enough's fucking enough. Imagine if loads of us did that, folks. If 1 million of us had done that. 1 million of us. And it's not impossible. Because my education didn't start till long after my kids were born. Folks, I wasn't taught anything through school. Look at it, folks. Like I say, you can still see the stars glowing in the shot here. Two. I had the worst education of all. So I'm told, but you know, when I look back now, I had the best education of all, which was nothing. I learned nothing from school. I left school unable to read and write and stuff, folks. But everything that I've achieved is because of me, not because of no fucking teacher. No. tutors and whatever. Because of me, because I chose to educate myself at the right time. Yeah, certainly during the fucking scamdemic, folks, I was definitely in the right place at the right time and placed correctly to catalogue all that. And we didn't do a bad job, we've catalogued everything. Not just these spray lines, but all the scamdemic crap, folks. What the newspapers were saying, what the TV was saying, what the radio was saying, what the politicians were saying, the counsellors and the medics and the lawyers. All the contradictory stuff, it's all in there, folks. It's not even really a jigsaw. It's just a very, very concise cataloguing of the events. And people of the future who won't have to look very far to decipher what's in them, folks. And it's so easy once you read them all. And believe me, as many books as I've read them over and over, yeah. But it's not hard to conclude what went on. It's not hard to conclude who the criminals, the liars and the coercive bastards and the murderous fuckers are. Just like it's not hard to conclude that this shouldn't be there up in the air. Anyway, I'll stop filming now. If anything else, I'll put it on pause, and if anything else shoots into my head, or shoots across the sky, I'll capture it, folks. And you know, when you think about it, there must be military people, political people, medical people, cops that know about all of what we're exposing, folks, but don't agree with any of it. It'd be interesting to capture their thoughts. And I'm not talking anonymously. Nobody must ever get in touch with me anonymously and tell me this, that and the other fucking thing. You know, I've done everything I've done in my own name. I've stood up to be fucking counted. You know, and I think about these whistleblowers all the time, folks. You know, and the whistleblowers are not the ones that have just discovered something. All the whistleblowers always seem to have been involved, to have been in the medical profession, to have been in the police, to have been in the military, and to have been in positions to have aided in some way all these fucking crimes. And then all of a sudden, when they realise it ain't going very well and it ain't going to end well for them, well, I think I better come out and be a whistleblower. And then they're hailed a fucking hero for blowing the whistle because they believe better late than never. You know, but, and again, and that's another stupid fucking saying, better late than never. You know, how can anything be better late than never, folks? Because the majority of these whistleblowers come out, yeah, when it's too fucking late, when nothing can be done about it, when nothing can be stopped. You know, this fucking shit with the injections, yeah. Can you imagine if the whistleblowers that have come out in their droves in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, or the 1800s even, yeah, when these things were in development. Can you imagine if the people involved in this crime I'm showing you here, just up in the fucking air, and the one behind me now that's appearing, had have come out, you know, maybe we could have achieved our objectives and got it stopped if they'd have come out all those years ago when this fucking crime started, folks. But they didn't. You know, people for however long it is, hundreds of years, have chased the fucking money, have done as they were told, have been bound to secrecy, yeah, been made part of these Freemason and secret society members, yeah, given membership, given the fake esteem of being someone important when they're not. You know, there are people that we have met that have told us the Freemasons, they have the little fucking suitcase and the apron and the gloves and all that fucking stupidness. Yeah, and they're no better than me and you, but these people believe they are. They believe. You know, and the majority of them attend these stupid fucking meetings and discuss nothing in particular at all. Yeah, but they believe that they are special members of society who can be called on and relied upon to do certain fucking tasks at certain fucking times. For people higher above them, the 33rd degree Masons or whatever and beyond, when they're called upon, because these people are very high up in this fucking thing they know nothing about. You know, crazy. And they do things on a need-to-know basis, and majority of the time they don't know fuck all. I'm not wrong, folks, I'm not. The sun is coming up now, and this thing will segment itself, all of it now, this stupid fucking X-shaped thing. It will segment themselves into cloud-like structures, and already the overnight is spraying, folks, so if you just give me a sec. You know, it's evident in the distance. Yeah, it's blight. This shit shut down from height. Is shite to blight more than light, folks, to blight every living, breathing thing as they ionise and weaponise the air so that they can run data into it and data out of it. And believe me, everything that is ingesting this stuff, yeah, can have data run into them and taken from them, because we're now all, to some degree, especially those who've had the injections, we're now operating systems. We have the graphene in us constantly, we have the aluminium, the cadmium, you know, the this, that and the other fucking thing, folks. Lithium. You know, breathing that stuff in constantly, folks, that makes us connectable digitally. It's given us all a MAC address to some degree. It's given us a wireless body area network that connects to other body area networks, the body-to-body area network, as it's known as, and you can research all this. You can type it all into your search engines, yeah? Type in wireless body area network, type in the wireless body-to-body area network, type in the wireless medical area network, how everything connects. And it's all done through all these frequencies and all this pulsing and target acquiring fucking systems, folks, that can track and trace and erase. Anyway, there it is. Misty, shitty air and a misted out moon, folks. And this puffed up fucking trail here now, just looking cloud-like, but it's just a shroud of shit. It's not a cloud, folks. Right, come on, let's go and get some breakfast. Let's walk down the hill, back down the hill. And let's have a say how we're done for time now with the stopping and the start. It's now 20 minutes past 5 a.m. now, folks. I have every right to be upset and angry at seeing this stuff. I'm just glad that we can see it and pick it out, because there are spray lines that are being left, whether it's by drones or planes or ships or land-based, yeah. There are lines being left we can't see, the invisible stuff, yeah. The clear stuff, goodness knows exactly what is being sprayed down on us, folks. But we know about the strontium-90, which you can look up barium, lithium, aluminium oxides, human animal depleted blood cells, cadmium, coal fly ash, graphene oxide that becomes graphene hydroxide once inside your system, folks. Polysorbate 80, folks. Have a think about that. Have a think about that in the majority of these injectables, yeah? Have a think about the video the other day I put on, just showing you a few of the things I want you to know about. And what you don't know about polysorbate 80 is that it breaches the blood-brain barrier, guaranteed. But they don't tell you that, folks. You've got to do your own research on this stuff. And I've done more than my fair share, folks, and I still haven't done enough. You know, if I live to be 1,000 and carry on researching 24 hours a day without any fucking sleep, folks, I would still be at the beginning. You know, but at least I made a start. At least I made a start. At least I did something, folks. When I realised something was wrong, when I realised that crimes were being committed, I didn't ignore it, folks. At the beginning, I decided that I would try and inform MI5 about what was going on. We tried to inform the police, we tried to inform medics. You know, but then it suddenly dawned on me that the only true detective to all this shit is the self. Yep. And once you realise that, you know, there's stuff out there. You know, I know more than the fucking Freemasons, and yet they think that they are above us all. You know, the majority of you layman Freemasons, folks, the people that just fucking bimble around us, neighbours, fucking friends and acquaintances, joiners, plumbers, you know, they're harbouring this little secret, chuckling to themselves, oh, no one knows I take my little bag to the Masonic Hall every other fucking Thursday and perform these silly fucking rituals I don't really understand. Yep. But then when they are called upon to do something in that community, that these people do it fucking blindly, folks. Like setting up the 15-minute fucking cities, the walkable cities, folks, that won't be 15 minutes at all. Yeah. The future fucking lockdowns of society. And all these things have happened in the past. Honestly, folks, you just got to do the research. And there's no, when the Bible tells you there's nothing new under the fucking sun, right? Take it from me, there isn't. That book is not fucking wrong. Anyway, I'll shut up. I'll see you on the next one. Come on. Come on. Let's go and this stuff's looking pinkish now. Still. So I've been filming this one live for over half an hour. It's about 18 minutes on the video. As the sun comes up now, the lithium glow in it. Yeah, it's not red sky in the morning. Red sky at night, folks. It's pink shite in the morning. Kid you not.